Hello everyone, Brandon here. I'm a little sick, so apologies for my voice and perhaps if I'm like sniffling a little extra or something. I apologize, but I'm not gonna have a lot of time this coming week, uh, so I wanted to make sure that I get some of these done. Um, and I wanted to just listen to another album because it is kind of fun to get through these, even when I don't necessarily enjoy the album. But anyway, we're here to talk about the 2013 Rob Zombie album, Venomous Rat Regeneration Vendor, which I have heard once before and then never again. And I never heard any of these songs ever again until right before recording this. So, having just re listened to this and almost it being basically the first time, because again, I just remember so little about the first time I listened to this, and it's not bad. It's not great though, and none of these songs would I rate up with my favorite Rob Zombie tracks. And this album absolutely is probably never going to get a full listen through again from me because I just didn't enjoy it that much. I do want to emphasize though, I don't think it's like terrible. It's not like unlistenable like Soul Crusher was for me, which I know that was White Zombie, and technically that's different, but Rob Zombie led band, whatever. Um, like I absolutely will never ever want to listen to anything off of Soul Crusher again. This, like, if these came on and I was listening to like a Rob Zombie shuffle, I guess I wouldn't mind most of them. It's just like I wouldn't actively seek out most of these songs ever again. Um, That being said, I did still have a top three, and my number three pick, which my number three pick is sort of by default, and then the other two I did enjoy a bit more. But my number three pick is going to go to Lucifer Rising. It's okay, it's fine. But the Behold the Pretty Filthy Creatures, which I don't know if that means are they pretty filthy or are they pretty and filthy? Don't really know. Alright, my apologies. I had to pause there because I had to fucking sneeze. Um, well, anyway, behold the pretty filthy creatures. I don't know why my brain wanted to put the word little in there, but anyway, yeah, that's taking the number two slot, and the number one slot is the song I was kind of really surprised by, was "Rock and Roll in a Black Hole," which the chorus is fine, when it gets loud and whatever, but it's really all the quiet parts that I enjoyed the most about that song. Um, it just sounds really interesting and different. And when it first starts playing, when I was listening to the album in sequence, when that one came up, I recoiled in surprise. I was like, this doesn't even sound like a Rob Zombie song. Like it was weird. Um, but it's fine. It's totally fine. And I actually added that one and my number two pick to my liked songs list. But yeah, Rock and Roll in a Black Hole. I actually genuinely enjoyed that song. So this is why it's worth it to me. Because I've done this kind of like discography dive thing before, where there's been bands where I'm like, I kind of like their sound. Let's check it all out. And sometimes it doesn't pan out very well. uh, Sometimes I end up with like a treasure trove of songs that I really enjoy. And I might talk about those experiences at some point. But yeah. Anyway, as for this video, I think we're good here. We're done talking about this. So Venomous Rat Regeneration Vendor, in summary, I guess, is like, again, it's not terrible, and I don't know if some of these songs come on in a shuffle or whatever. I don't necessarily mind, but they're also not going on any of my playlists, so that's not going to happen anyway, I guess. But yeah, it's not really a strong recommendation to listen to it or anything, but it's not bad. And if you like really like Rob Zombie, you might like it just fine. Um, I'm sure there's people who like it certainly a lot more than I did. And I just want to take a moment to emphasize that, like, if I don't enjoy an album from any of the artists that I cover, that doesn't mean that I'm saying you shouldn't give it a try. Just means I don't like it. That's all this is just my relationship with these albums, and that's it. It's not me giving necessarily a recommendation. It's not me necessarily saying to stay away from it. Although if I really, really fucking like something, you can sort of count that as a recommendation. But anyway, yeah, that's it for this one. The next one, which is the penultimate, as of this recording, Rob Zombie album, which I'm not even going to be able to fit this in the title. There won't be enough characters. But Electric Warlock, Acid Witch, Satanic Orgy Celebration Dispenser. So that's the next one, which I gotta be honest, I don't think I've ever heard this one. Now that I think about it, I don't think I ever listened to this album, so I'll find out. So anyway, see you guys next time.